better than the other trend of all the transfers. Guys leaving, I like them coming in early. That's good if they're ready to do it, if they're mature, if they obviously if they finish their studies in high school, they wouldn't be able to do it if they hadn't.
Coach, why do you think you guys are so much better this year in close games as opposed to maybe last year where there's a lot of games where maybe you led in the final minutes but ended up losing?
One, Andrew Andrews. He's again, how many of these games and down the stretches he hit big shots or made big plays? Like, we can't limit what he's done to just big shots. How many times has he been able to get a huge rebound for us? The rebound he got against Washington State where he just willed himself to get the rebound. The rebound against USC, the offensive rebound, to put us up with the go-ahead basket. He's done that several times, so that helps. And then, you know, we have more guys that can make baskets down the stretch. You know, we have several guys taking. Look at a game the other night. Matisse Thybulle hits two big ones. Even Dominic Green, who was getting to play a little bit more, he hit a big one. David Crisp has hit big threes in the clutch. Our guys have made a lot of good shots in the clutch. DeJounte Murray, down the stretch, I mean, he's a guy that you have to contend with. So there are more weapons this year, and the senior leading Andrew makes a big difference down the stretch.
Hey, is there a general rule that you had about freshmen, maybe even before the season, whereas a lot of coaches believe that freshmen are best, you know, seen but not heard, or to have low expectation of freshmen and whatever you get from them is a bonus. For like you personally, did you have like a maybe a sort of general sort of marching order about freshmen, and this is how I think of them, and this is how things that I expect from freshmen?
We expect them to learn as fast as they can because we're going to need you. That's how I see it. And if you look over the years, you'll see we've had some freshmen come in and contribute early. Freshmen that have come in and started for us. And especially this year, we definitely needed those guys to come in and contribute early. So the general rule is we need you. We're recruiting you to play. Now, it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes they don't quite get to that level where they're ahead of the other players. But I love freshmen that come in and play. I like them to come in and play early. It's a balance, though. When some aren't quite ready, they go through the fog period a little bit where they begin to lose a little confidence because the game is faster. It's a new system. The guys play harder. That pass that we were able to complete so often, now that one's getting stolen because the guys anticipate more. So it takes a little longer for them to break in, but still in all, the earlier the better.
Do you have to coach them differently than, let's say, a fifth-year senior?
This year we've had to do that because of so many freshmen, so many new players. We've had to take our time a little more. We've had to be a little more patient. But when they come in before, when it's just a couple, they have the luxury of watching the other guys around them and see how it's done. This group didn't have that very much because we only had a couple guys that were bad.
You guys have been real good this season about taking the fouls and not engaging with the officials. What happened in the Oregon State-Utah game, is that still a teachable moment for the entire league and your team?
Oh yeah, we talk about maintaining your composure, and I'm a horrible ref, but I get worse in practice when I'm refereeing in practice, and sometimes that's by design. Sometimes most of the time I'm just not very good, but by design, we will purposely call something against you and just watch your reaction. And if you react the wrong way, there will be consequences. And we'll say, it's the road. You're on the road. That may happen. You can't react to the officials. You have to play. You have to continue.
Do you worry with the fouls about developing a reputation that the officials know going into the game, okay, Washington fouls a lot, so we're probably going to call a lot of fouls today, and it kind of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in some ways? I
remember Mike Montgomery preparing the officials every year when he would come up here and just say, we're going to have to, he'd do it subtly, gonna have to really be tough because up there they let them get away with
Ben Howland
a lot of
too,
foul.
right?
Yeah, Ben would do the same thing, so that's not anything new. And we're aggressive, so, you know, we're not gonna go games without fouling. What we talk to our team about again is maintain our aggressiveness, but stay away from the unintended foul. You're not being aggressive, you're just out of position. You just couldn't resist to slap at that ball when you shouldn't have. We have someone trapped. We have them in great position to force a turnover, but we get anxious and we slap. We're running down the floor, we can't stop, and we run into someone. You know, just instead of hands straight up, we slap down. Those are the ones that we need to stay away from.
How was the help of your front line, and do you expect to have everyone available?
Devenir is probably questionable at this point, but Devenir is much better. I'm sure he'll be available by Sunday, but we'll have to wait and see if he's available tomorrow.
How was Andrew feeling after that game?
Good. Andrew was good. And he came back and practiced yesterday fully, so he was good.
With the big guys and fouls, it's become almost a pattern of it